My life is like blood rolling over the white sands, the beautiful confusion like the lines in my hands. Open eyes. History books never give the right plan, so I dig deeper, careful not to destroy my land. Seated, plans screwed, the people were defeated, but the role of love was left out. As I read it, separated bloodlines, knowledge was needed. As we cast out, the fact remains, we need a leader. My blood flows like the marches in California to New Mexico. No, we are not giving a forewarning. What you thought? I left my tech on the dresser. You better pause when you see the army lining up here, dressed like Nas, and a dagger strikes lights, cruising like missiles. Left you without limbs, see how your family will miss you. Let a cactus kiss you and the realization hit you. The centuries have passed, your future harder to get to. Writings from a scholar, not for the dollar, but to fill the emptiness that takes over and devours. The lonely author pens the verses the world turns. Writings from a scholar, not for the dollar, but to fill the emptiness that takes over and devours. The lonely author pens the verses the world turns. Time to provide, early morning rise, H2O I guzzle, smile and wait for the sunrise. Ayo, the soul rise, miles of track beyond recognition, knowing most of y'all can't even imagine the distance. Storm through, the vision go beyond coastal, survive the fires that would most likely roast you. Forgive me, but why should I even approach you when your circle is an object ignorance would mold to? Something for the people other than fake hope. Line up these MCs quotes, tell them to take ropes, hang yourself. The city needs you to be ghost. Your writing causes drought, you're gonna die from heat stroke. Meanwhile, your rhetoric makes you seem intelligent. I see the game you're peddling, a struggle with no evidence. Your struggle is relevant, on tracks irrelevant. Boys have a responsibility to discredit them. Writings from a scholar, not for the dollar, but to fill the emptiness that takes over and devours. The lonely author pens the verses the world turns. Writings from a scholar, not for the dollar, but to fill the emptiness that takes over and devours. The lonely author pens the verses the world turns. I come from the area of soul revolution and shooting that is aimed at corporate pollution. Maintain that, now the desert paints a different picture. Hearts beat the chain so much it's off the Richter. What you smiling at? I can hear your agenda beneath your footsteps as you try to enter. Remember, we hold weapons that don't make a sound, that'll leave your head bloody as it sits in the crown. See a sun representer, the 4x4 ways why I made sure turquoise was in my placenta. Graffiti on the beat, the bridge that sits high. The risk never targeted is the risk that I try. I'm the view of Chaco, canyon from the sky, and when the road runner runs, I'm the vision in its eye. The arrowhead when it flies, when Guadalupe cries. Respect, honor, unity, and pride. Writings from a scholar, not for the dollar, but to fill the emptiness that takes over and devours. The lonely author pens the verses the world turns. Writings from a scholar, not for the dollar, but to fill the emptiness that takes over and devours. The lonely author pens the verses the world turns.